question, which is all about Pete and Maeve saving to buy a PS4. We're told that Pete already has €20 and saves €12 each week, and we're asked to find how much he'll have after 5 weeks. So at the start he has €20, which we will call week 0. After the first week, which we will call week 1, he has €20 and saves another €12. After week 2, he saves another €12 on top of what he already had. Another way to write this is 20 plus 12 times 2. Following this pattern, we can work out that after 5 weeks, Pete will have 20 plus 12 times 5. When we multiply out the brackets, we get 20 plus 60, which is €80, the total amount Pete has after 5 weeks. Now we already have 8 of the marks. Moving on to part 2, we have to write an expression for Pete's total savings after n weeks. We can do this by using what we learned in the previous part of the question. After 2 weeks, we worked out that Pete saves 20 plus 12 times €2, where 2 is the number of weeks. We can also see this in the 5th week, when Pete saves 20 plus 12 times €5. Now that we know this, we just need to write this as an expression. When we do this, we get 20 plus 12 times n, where 20 is the original €20 that Pete had, and 12n is the amount of money he saves after n weeks, where n equals the number of weeks. Now we get another 3 marks for writing this expression. Part B is the same as A part 2, except this time we're talking about Maeve instead of Pete. Instead of starting out with €20, Maeve starts out with €15 and saves another €6 each week. Writing this as an expression, we get 15 plus 6n, where again n is the number of weeks. Part B is worth another 4 marks, so now we have 15 out of the 25 marks for this question. Moving on to part C of the question, we're asked to find how many weeks it'll take Pete and Maeve to save to buy the PlayStation, which costs €200, but the question also tells us that Pete will only give 1/4 of his savings to buy the PlayStation, and Maeve will give 2/3 of her savings. From part A and part B, we worked out Pete's savings to be 20 plus 12n, and Maeve's savings to be 15 plus 6n. Since Pete's only giving 1/4 of his savings, and Maeve's only giving 2/3 of her savings, we can multiply Pete's savings by 1/4 and Maeve's savings by 2/3 to find out their total savings. And we know that their total savings has to be equal to €200 so they can buy the PlayStation. Multiplying out the brackets, we get this equation. When we add the 5 and 10 and the 3n and 4n, we get 15 plus 7n equals 200. Since we're looking for n, the number of weeks when they'll have enough money to buy the PlayStation, we're going to have to isolate the n on its own. We can do this by taking away 15 from each side, which leaves us with 7n equals 185. To get n on its own, we need to divide both sides by 7, which gives us n equals 26.4. Since 26.4 is between the 26th and the 27th week, we're going to have to round our answer. You might think that we can round down to 26 weeks, but after 26 weeks they still won't have enough money to buy the PlayStation, as they only get enough money after 26.4 weeks. Because of this, we have to round up to n equals 27 weeks. As a result, we work out that it will take Pete and Maeve 27 weeks to save up to buy their PlayStation. Part C is the most tricky part of the question, so it's worth 10 marks. Now we're finished our question. I hope you found this solution video helpful, and I'll see you guys again.